Hey everybody, this is Jen. Welcome to the homestead and welcome to my channel. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video, but I got some interesting things to share with you today. So follow me along right here on Garden Jen's Journey. Okay, so there's been a couple different reasons why I haven't uploaded any new videos lately. The main reason being my health took a nosedive and had to have my gallbladder removed. It quit functioning, which made me really sick. So couldn't really shoot any videos when I was not feeling my best. And I just had my surgery Friday. It's now Monday when I'm shooting this video, and right now I'm just taking it easy, sitting in my garden, enjoying the beautiful weather. It's around 62 degrees today, and I figured, well, I'll take you around and show you what's going on in the garden as of right now. So I'm going to turn the camera around, and we're going to take this walk together. Alright, so this is my main garden. You guys seen it quite a few times if you've been with me a while, but it does look different this year because this is the 7th year for the garden, so we're letting the ground rest. We're not planting anything new. The only things that are in here are either in containers or they're perennials that's been here this whole time basically. Here I have some sunflowers going because we have lots of pollinators and birds that we want to keep in the area, even if we're not growing a full garden this year. So I planted some teddy bear sunflowers because they're smaller and they can grow very well in containers because of their size. So I got a couple containers of some teddy bear sunflowers. And then along the ground where birds have dropped some seeds, I also have some regular sunflowers that are growing as well. This is my rose garden. Made a few changes this year. I took out some of the roses that were too big and were too invasive. They're wild roses, and so they're starting to take over. So we dug them out, and then I had to replace the rose in the back there because that didn't make it through the winter. So I put a brand new rose there. It's the same color. It's a peach rose. I just replaced it. So we'll see how that does. It did not like the frost that we had for the last 2 nights, but I think it'll be just fine because it's got a very solid root structure, and if I remember to cover it tonight, we should be good to go. This is my perennial medicinal herb bed. So a lot of stuff is finally starting to come up, show some greenery. This is a tree. It's some type of ash. I can't remember which ash it is. So we're just letting it be, even though it's, with a garage. The garage is in rough shape anyways. So the tree's holding the garage up or the garage is holding the tree up. I don't know. But anyway. And then all my medicinal herbs are really starting to pop up and come to life. I have a bunch of valerian that's mixed in with my yarrow, my bee balm, and things like that. Because valerian self-seeds very readily if you're not careful. And I didn't realize that because I let it go to seed every year. The bees love the flowers of the valerian. But it has, I've had crops go in different places. And so I have to be careful with that. And I'll probably dig up my extra valerian at the end of the year just to get it out of the garden so it's not here. Like I said, most of the stuff that I'm growing right now is in containers because we're letting the ground itself rest. So I have 18 containers here. These are 25-gallon pots. And in 15 of them I have potatoes. And you can see they're starting to break through the ground now. So in about 3-4 days or so, I'm going to add some more soil to bury it a little bit more, to give more room for more potatoes to grow. But we want to do it slow and steady, make sure we got some good roots going on, some good leaves, before we start burying the potatoes too much. Then I've got some herbs here and some more potatoes. This is my 5-year-old sage plant. We had to dig it up from where it was because it was actually getting strangled by the bee balm. Since bee balm is in the mint family, it can become very invasive. It can strangle the root system of your other plants. So I had to dig out my sage here, and I broke it up into, I think I have 5 different pots because this was a huge sage plant, 5-year-old. We took all the bee balm roots out of it, made sure it was nice and clean, and then potted it in some containers for now. And I've got some other herbs mixed in with it. And then in the fall, once it goes through the shock and starts growing again, we're going to go ahead and put it back in the ground in a different area. Alright, so this is my bee balm, and this clump right here is where my sage used to be. And like I said, I had to dig it out because it had fully engulfed and was strangling the root system. So I took it apart, put the bee balm back, and then I'll put the sage in another spot. This is where my grapes, one kind of my grapes are going. I can't remember the name of it, if it's a champagne grape or not, I don't remember. But this is like my white grape, and then over on the other side of the trellis, those are my Concord grapes. And my elderberry bush that has been creeping this way. And in the fall, I'll probably dig it back, because we don't want it coming into the main garden, because it'll easily take over the main garden. But for now, it's fine. We're just going to let it be. My asparagus bed is really starting to take off. So we're going to, again, just let this be. And hopefully by next year, we'll be able to actually harvest some asparagus from this patch. These are also some winter sown reveals that I have here. I have some carrots, some onions, some different types of greens, salad blend, and some arugula. So all those have been open for about a week now. And probably by the end of the week, I'm going to be planting these in my container bed, a garden out on the other side of the property. My hollyhocks are starting to come up, and my marjoram is looking really, really good. I transplanted a bunch of strawberries that were around the property into these pots, so I can try to get a better handle on the strawberries, and we can actually eat them before the birds do. And these are just some other seedlings that I have going on, because I sell seedlings from the homestead at the farmer's market. So we got quite a few going on here. I just planted my calendula, and then over by the raspberries I have marigolds. Just transplanted them today. Gonna see how well they do. My raspberries are growing like crazy. This is the second year for them. So they've really established themselves. I'm gonna have to pull these back later on in the fall. But they're doing very, very well. My hops, growing like crazy. It's hopping along. It's almost all the way to the top of that fence already. And it's only been growing for about 2 weeks. So, very interesting plant. So hopefully by fall, I'll have quite a bit of hops that I can harvest and use with my sleep aids. Then we got some more elderberry creeping in. This is marshmallow, more elderberry, and those are my Concord grapes there. This is what my greenhouse is looking like right now. I'm keeping my tomato plants in here overnight because it's still getting down to below 40 and almost freezing. We do have frost on the ground some of these mornings. So my tomatoes are staying in here. I also have some winter sown tomatoes. The other ones I grew inside my house, but these ones are winter sown. With the climate going up and down, up and down, up and down with the temperatures, I decided to try an experiment this year. You may have seen the video winter sowing with the climate change. I'll make sure that I post a link of it here in the video. And then we also have some baby watermelons and some cucumbers going on. Those also are going to be for the farmers market. So that's what's going on the homestead right now, garden wise. Like I said, this is only a couple days after I had surgery, so can't do a whole lot. I'm still quite uncomfortable. Pain's tolerable right now. I'm making sure I'm staying on my pain management routine. But just getting out here, sitting in my chair, getting the fresh air, the fresh sunlight, listening to the birds and the bees and all those things has really helped with my recovery. So that's why I'm out here today, and I figured I'd bring you guys along. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't, we'd love to have you along on this journey, so make sure you click the subscribe button down below. And as always, friends, I hope wherever you are wonderfully blessed. So until next time, bye-bye.